Actual openings in the skating team.
We didn't really need any photoshopping or any sleuthing. All you had to do is show me a couple of headshots of that one. I'm like, you get up at 4 a.m. and row on a simulator for 7 hours? Let me take a look at you. I don't think
Olivia
so.
Jade?
Yeah.
She's a coxswain influencer.
Yeah.
That's right.
What?
Yeah, I don't think that's
She may go that route eventually.
Because the crew team, every morning, 4 a.m. in the pool. That doesn't have that look.
Right.
Doesn't have that look.
The vibe.
No.
So this is the explosive evidence that everyone's talking about. That at least Sean Berkowitz is talking about, the lawyer. He says there's newly released information claiming that scam mastermind Rick Singer was told by the FBI to lie by saying that he told his clients that their payments were bribes rather than legitimate donations to the schools. So basically getting him to admit something that he never said to these people.
I know the FBI is kind of denying it. But on the other hand, just in general, the last few years, the FBI seems now I now realize they may be up to things and are capable of things. They probably always were. We just never really. I mean, J. Edgar Hoover and all that stuff.
They did go back and forth, even in pop culture. There's the heroic Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. FBI,
right?
And then in virtually every comedy, the FBI is the bad guy,
right?
Yeah,
but either way. Look, what I've learned from talking to Garrigus about anyone who's trying to make a case about anybody else, any DAs or any of that stuff, they don't care. They just operate with total impunity.
What do you mean?
You talk about Duke Lacrosse and Mike Nifong and everything, the DA over there, and they were like, we got receipts from the ATM that says this kid was 30 miles away at the ATM the exact time you're accusing him of raping this dancer in the bathroom. And Mike Nifong's like, so what?
Neither here nor there.
Moving forward. These guys they operate in a world where it's, first off, they have an unlimited budget. Everyone else is counting their money all day. We have to weigh these decisions all the time. They're unlimited, and nothing ever happens to them, or usually, formally never happened to them. And they're making their case. Once it comes before them, hey, there's this person. Did that person commit fraud to USC, or did that person rape a dancer in the bathroom of a frat house? The answer is, I don't know. I'm making a case, and it's we'll see. And you keep your marching orders. You're making a case. Right. You're letting the person off, which is scary when they have an unlimited budget. And now you start dealing with the poor inner city black guy who does not have the firepower that she has. I mean, imagine what they can afford. Her and Massimo. Right now, you get the court-appointed attorney who's not going to do all this stuff. Then where are you at?
Yeah.
Then they get to do whatever they want.
Plus, that DA motivation is I'm getting boned in the ass on salary because I'm not in the private sector, but look at the power I got. I'm going to start playing this game, and then I'll get to a place where I have even more power and can make real money.
Now, I don't want you guys to think for a second I'm defending black youth. I'm not.
It sounded like you were.
Focusing on rich actresses.
It was
it seemed like you were bending
I'm saying
a little.
some of the same principles apply.
Sure.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I know how that came across.
Right. William Shatner and his ex-wife, Elizabeth Martin, have divvied up their assets.
Oh, did I see this on TMZ?
Oh, this is a good headline.
Let me see if I can figure all the beats out. Poor you, Gina, so to speak. I just come in and steal your thunder.
That's okay. I can't wait for you to tell this story.
All right.
The big prize that William Shatner's walking away with.
It's his fourth wife. Mm-hmm. She gets the horses. He gets the semen to create the horses because he's a breeder. Oh. Okay? So he basically gets what's in the horse. She gets the horse. They also have rights to come to the ranch and pick fruit. They have she can visit.
Ranch,
is that a euphemism?
She can visit an avocado tree. She has half custody of an avocado tree.
Another euphemism.
And the urn and ashes of her last husband.
Were they fighting over that?
Yeah, was that a dispute?
I don't know why the urn and the ashes are there. It was on TMZ or how it worked. But
he got the rights to the ashes semen.
That's right.
Well, he did. Good for him. The prenup did honor his Star Trek royalties. So he's going to stick with that. But you're right. He does get custody of the horse semen. She is, let's see. Oh, they have 4 horses: Renaissance Man's Medici, Powder River Shirley, Belle Reeves So Photogenic, and Pebbles. And I still want to know how horses are named.
Pebbles?
Just
Belle
Pebbles.
Reeves So Photogenic. I
And-
never understand these names.
There's some sort of
He lost-
equine Mad Libs.
It's gotta be. There's one guy who was, because when I used to work for the Conway Show back in the day, not like now again, there's always horse trainers on because he loves playing the ponies. And one guy ended up naming a horse after me named Gina with the News because I did news on that show. And they shot the horse.
Oh.
Horse went down.
Well, don't shoot the messenger, for God's sake.
That's right.
It's just news.
She got all the horses of the apocalypse, and he got nothing. Right? I mean, he got the semen.
Yeah. Which
And
I guess,
mean, like she got the popsicle and he got the stick, right? But all right, it's got some street value.
well, it's more like teach a man to fish or give a man a fish. He got the semen. He
But
got
here's
the
what I'm
future.
saying.
Can the horse
Shatner.
not produce more semen?
Don't worry about the horse.
Shatner.
It's a question for Jeff.
First off,
Yes.
Shatner didn't play this one right. You know what I mean?
Well, not at 95. I mean,
He's an old guy.
if you're waiting for the horse semen to pay off, 3 months is too long. If you're William Shatner.
His last wife they found in a swimming pool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like I would work that into the negotiation. You know,
just keep
not
dropping that.
when we're not in front of the attorneys and
On
the
his part
mediation.
or hers?
Just sitting at the coffee table. You know, just at the breakfast table when she was talking about bouncing the ideas of divorce. You know, kicking around ideas of divorce and who was going to get which horses and all that kind of stuff. I'd be like, yeah, my last wife was talking about that, and then I came home. And there she was, just
Sunset
taking a
Boulevard
nap in the
mid.
pool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Face down.
Coincidence?
yeah. So, why don't you think about our horse trading deal over here just a little bit? Because,
I wouldn't say I stepped lively to make the phone call.
Yeah, just it's
Think
funny
about
because
it,
she was sort of toying with the idea like you are, and then next thing you know, she's in the pool. So, hey, we got a pool out here. We got a pool out here.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same pool. Huh.
I don't much care for what you're implying.
I'm just saying. I know it's cool outside, but a dip never hurt. You know,
A forced dip.
In fact, that's what we'll name the horse. Force dip.
forced dip,
Coercion dip.
horse majeure.
That's right.
Wow. Don't sleep on that one.
Did you say horse majeure?
Horse majeure.
That was good.
Hey, if there's not a goddamn racehorse called horse majeure,
Look that up right now.
Someone's leaving money at the window.
That's good. Thousands of travelers across the UK and Europe have been left stranded after a struggling little UK-based airline called Flybe, Flybe, suddenly just went out of business. The UK Civil Aviation Authority issued a statement announcing that Flybe has folded, all flights are canceled. Their message to travelers, please do not go to the airport as your Flybe flight will not be there. Flybe customers are urged to make their own alternate travel arrangements via airlines, whatever, rail, coach. Now, you think, well, what do you get back? I have a ticket. Where's my airline? Doesn't work that way. If you bought tickets directly from the company, you're not protected under travel insurance for some reason. However, if you bought through a travel agent, third party, you might be covered. Some people might be able to get their money back if they paid by credit card or debit card, but shop's closed.
I could
Go
top
home.
it. I was on Republic Airlines on a flight when it went bankrupt. And they just
Fell out of the
landed
sky?
in Vegas and
repossessed
said,
plane.
get off the plane, we're done.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Where were you going or coming back
I was coming
from?
back from a club date in, I think, Cleveland.
And
I
you
was
were
flying
supposed to
back.
land in LAX?
Yeah. And they just said, oh, we just got news. We're broke. We're landing in Vegas, and they're taking the plane, and we're done.
Wow.
You can't finish your trip?
The repo man came. Telly Savalas came.
Wow. That's crazy.
But I got the semen in the settlement.
Oh, good.
Oh,
You
the
got a little
plane
Jet A. It's wow. They must
no,
have
that's
been
true. Yeah.
based out of Vegas
I
or
have
something.
no idea.
because-
I have no idea.
Republic. I've never heard of it.
And then you just
But that was back when, 22 was non-smoking and 23 was the smoking
Oh, sure.
section.
Right,
So,
right.
So it was a while ago. But yeah, I remember just thinking, man, this is hilarious. I cannot believe this.
and you got off, and a good thing you weren't that far from.
Yeah, no, I
home.
think I just wound up. I think I just jumped one of those airlines and came back to L.A.
That's
Wow,
a good story.
cool. Literally,
Yeah, in mid-flight, the guy come. He's
He
expecting a
announced it.
drink announcement.
right.
And they just said, well, we just found out that we have gone bankrupt. And we will not be able to make it all the way to Los Angeles, folks.
Wow.
So
That's
going to be
insane.
landing
Money
in Las
was
Vegas.
Wow.
And it could get a little turbulent.
Yeah.
Because
It's a real rock
let
college,
go
right?
of the steering wheels right now.
I think they called a yoke, but that could be me.
They're not called steering wheels on planes?
Nah, they call them
Yeah,
yokes.
right.
But they have little half steering wheels on them.
Yeah, they
but
kinda
they're
have a
V bars
but
or whatever.
I think they would call it the yoke.
That dude is yoked.
I don't know. What do they call the yoke?
I mean, I know it's the yoke in the Jimmy Stewart Meet Me in St. Louis movie, or whatever that was. Spirit of St. Louis.
Spirit of
That's
St.
a yoke,
Louis,
where he's
yeah.
hauling
Lindbergh.
half a ladder in bare hands.
I
towards
still
the
think it's called a yoke, but maybe
It's
they
still called a yoke.
still call it a yoke. All right.
Did you learn
dude
that on
is yoked.
TMZ?
I evidently have range because I know Vavoom,
Yeah.
but I also know flight instruments, but also know what's going on TMZ.
Yeah, with Cardi B, everybody.
I can turn
Offset.
a phrase for a racehorse name.
That's
I got a lot of range. All right, let me hit Tommy John. Oh, man, am I in love with my Tommy John. I got to tell you, I got a Jeff Cesario stand-up Tommy John. I was on my row. I'm wearing my Tommy John under shorts right now, underpants. But I was on my rowing machine last night, and I worked up a little froth, and I got off, and I was like, ooh, I got to be at the Laugh Factory. And I walked to my office to, change, and I was like, I don't think I need to, because I think this Tommy John, it'll dry.
Oh, yeah.
It'll
Wick.
dry on the way to the club. And I just pulled on my jeans and I got my shoes on and I left the house. And when I walked up on stage 45 minutes later, perfectly dry.
Wow.
Right. And still probably the fourth or fifth smelliest comic on that line.
That's right. Tommy John, everyone. This stuff is the best. It's made with proprietary fabrics that perform like nothing you've ever worn before. And you can get it either online at TommyJohn.com or you can go to over 1,200 retail locations across the country, including Nordstrom stores nationwide. It is the best. It's Tommy John, right, Dawson?
Hurry to TommyJohn.com/Adam for 20% off your first order. That's TommyJohn.com/Adam for 20% off. TommyJohn.com/Adam.
All right, what else we got, Gina Grand?
Tyra Banks is opening a modeling theme park right here in California over in Santa Monica.
Check, please.
It's called Model Land. It'll allow visitors to live their ultimate fashion fantasy, according to the press release. The America's Next Top Model host says it's not about being a professional model. It's not about that. It's about just coming and taking the most amazing photos and getting tips and tricks and going on a story-driven journey. So here's how the prices shake down. VIP package run you $1,500. For that, you get a first-class modeling shoot, extra photos, extra wardrobe changes, veiled VIP seating.
No hot chicks are going to this place.
No, this is for
There's going to be a bunch of wranglers for the Sultan of Brunei going, where is model? We've come to Model Land. We're going to, we've chartered a flight. Where is? There's no? No. Where is no model?
We have this already. It's called Beverly Hills.
That's
we don't
right.
need this.
This is I would imagine this is high school girl graduation presents, tourist attraction, that kind of thing. You go and you take a bunch of pictures. And so you get extra wardrobe, you get a personal consultation and a goodie bag. Otherwise, the cheap seats, that's $59 a pop for adults and $39 for kids. If you bring your child and toddler and tiara them up and have them stand next to all this stuff, that gets you a basic ticket. The kids are 3 to 12 years old. You get a digital lookbook of photos and access to an immersive theater and the Model Land shop.
Be funny
For your
because you
ticket.
go into an amusement park, you see a whole bunch of people barfing, and you're like, "What do they do? Ride the zipper?" No, that's part of that's the ride.
Yeah.
That's they have an
The
eating
immersive
disorder. This is
experience.
immersive. You got to learn to bring it up.
Yeah.
But they didn't just get off the Widowmaker? No.
I gotta try that.
They're just doing it. The guy's putting his hand down his
Yeah,
putting her
sure.
finger down her throat.
It's called diet tips.
Yeah.
Well, and those are very popular right now. I'm sure Christy knows about it. There's pop-up shops everywhere. There's pop-up experiences where, here's a cool wall that looks like you have angel wings. Go stand next to it. There's just a lot of
They're
that
made for
stuff
Instagram.
right now. Exactly.
The only good thing about Model Land is cigarettes are 50 cents a pack.
That's nice.
That's
yeah.
right.
You could smoke anywhere.
smoke
That's
all you
right.
want.
Yeah.
You're going to find this almost impossible to believe, as I did. There does not appear to ever be a racehorse named Horse Majeure.
That's unfortunate.
Wow.
That's a
That's
real.
impressive.
That's the industry really coming up short.
Yeah.
Well, you got to.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Twitter, but I cannot find a horse named Horseman.